Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome to Tipsy Tuesday as we have this liquid therapy for the soul that we like to call Tipsy Tuesday here in Hudson, Ohio. How are you? I don't think anybody's on yet, but when you're on, pop on, say hello, tell me what you're drinking tonight. Somebody's here, and tell me if you're cooking along with me too. So, how's everybody's week? Okay, it snowed 5 times today at least, and I wouldn't be surprised if it snowed again. So I've got my back to the window. Just shout snow if you see snow. Maybe that'll be our drinking game word for today. Snow, okay? I had another word picked out, but I think snow seems appropriate for today. Hey, I see there are some people here. Give me a shout out. I took my week off of drinking alcoholic beverages, kind of regrouped, re-centered, re-healthified myself. Got my sleep a little better. So it worked. It worked. It was just kind of a nice rebalancing of things. So I am drinking an old standby, 19 Crimes. Honestly, when I am looking for a $10 bottle of wine, it's such a good one. I don't know. I usually drink the Cabernet, although the red blend is quite nice too. So, as you can see, we've got our lovely pan cam working, and as you can see, I am getting a little bit of a head start. Full disclosure, this is actually supposed to simmer for about 30 minutes, so I did get a little bit of a head start. For those of you who are cooking along, let me know. So with an eye towards spring, because it is literally just around the corner, we are doing a vegetable soup with herb and Parmesan broth. So the genesis of this dish came from, I do some freshly grated Parmesan. I buy a big old hunk from Costco. I actually usually buy the already big shredded thing from Costco, but I couldn't find it for a while, so I had to buy a chunk of Parmesan and grate it myself. So I had rind left over, so I Googled, hey John, I Googled what to do with the leftover Parmesan rind, and this soup, hey Efed, this soup recipe came up, and I thought, oh my gosh, this looks so healthy. We're probably needing a little counterpoint to some of the unhealthy habits that we may still be exerting. Nancy, all right. So Nancy messaged me several days ago and said, hey girl, what are we cooking on Tuesday so that I can go shopping? Because she's off this week. So hats off to Nancy. She is cooking along with us. I'm so excited. So, okay, so just full disclosure, and if you have the recipe, I did post it on my Facebook page, I think on Saturday, so that you could do your shopping if you wanted to. So I've got, hey Frisco, hey Erica, I love that you have a leftover Parmesan rind. I know, right? Who has that, and what do you do with it? Well, this is what you do with it. So here, I'm gonna scroll down because sometimes it doesn't scroll down right away. Okay. So I have a few carrots, I have a couple of leeks, I have a couple of celery stalks, and I have some fennel, which I love. I love anise, so I have fennel, and so I thinly slice all these things. First, I sauteed some garlic in olive oil just for a few minutes, and then I threw these in, and I just wanted to get a little bit of a head start Also, I'm just, cutting down on the noise because sometimes PanCam gets a little bit noisy, but so there's where we are. So now in the recipe, we add a little bit of diced tomato and a couple of bay leaves. So let me turn on my pan. So right now, I'm just gonna add my 2 whole bay leaves and my diced tomato. And then just so you know, hey Manu, just so you know, I was on a couple minutes late today because I was doing a mega hand washing sesh. So my hands are nice and clean, at least to start, okay? But luckily I have access to my sink. Look at my plants that are just waiting to be put in terra firma because it's so cold. I had originally planned to plant some things this past weekend, and then I saw on Tuesday it was gonna get bloody cold. So it just doesn't sound, because I don't hear the cooking, it doesn't sound like it's on, but it's on. Never fear, it's on. So I'm just holding off, but I think starting tomorrow afternoon, I think we're safe. I went and I was at Costco. I always, I don't want to give all my trade secrets away. Hey, Stephanie. But I try to go to Costco like 2 in the afternoon. Now this will only work. Hey, Bill. This will only work if not everybody else does the same thing that I do. But I try to go to Costco around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It seems to be a time of the day when you don't have to stand in a line. And let me just scroll down a little bit. Okay. I don't have to stand on the line, and it's pretty well stocked still. Maybe they, after their 10 o'clock rush, maybe they do a restock around lunchtime. And hey, Gina. And so it's a pretty easy in and out thing. So anyway, I was there, and I always get my ferns at Costco because they have these beautiful, voluminous, lustrous ferns, and they're pretty reasonable. They're $15.99 this year, up from $14.99 last year. Not that anybody's counting, but I had to buy them because I know that it's hit or miss. I actually really need more than 2, but I thought I'd get 2 to start. So they've been sitting in my car ever since Sunday afternoon because I don't want to put them out in case I forget to bring them in, and it's been so cold. And I'm not using my car as much, so it's kind of like the storage vehicle really as much as anything else. So okay. But I think tomorrow I'm going to put my ferns out, and it's going to be such an exciting time. So, on my recipe, so I'm just sauteing my tomatoes and my bay leaves for a few minutes, and so that's when I'm gonna add 6 cups of water. So this is I love this little angled measuring cup here. That's so cool. That's 4 cups. And then I think you've seen this on Tipsy Tuesday before. I love this. It's like a pint glass, like you drink beer out of, but it's got all these different measurements, cups, ounces, tablespoons, etc. I really, really love that. So I'm adding this, and at this point, I believe the recipe says cover and simmer for, oh wait, no. I almost forgot. The key ingredient, the reason why this recipe is, why we're doing it, this is my Parmesan rind that I'm gonna put in here. And it's gonna yummify my broth. So like when I originally saw this recipe and it called for water, I thought, oh, how interesting that it doesn't call for at least vegetable broth. Then I thought about it. This cheese rind is gonna just really develop the flavors and make it super, super complex and bold. I mean, Parmesan is quite a bold cheese, really. So I'm excited to try this with just water, no broth, and my Parmesan rind. So let's see. So really, this is doing its own thing for a little while. So let's talk. So what are you guys drinking? I don't think anybody has told me what they're drinking today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Chris? 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 So, oh my gosh, Christopher Downey. Chris. Chris Downey. My camera fell over. Okay. I have to say, this is hilarious because my husband said, don't talk about any technical stuff. Just let him enjoy what's going on.
Where'd it go?
Well, it's down on the floor. There's the pan cam. But it's okay. We can just do this. Oh, sorry. It's here. I guess. So anyway, technical difficulty. Isn't that funny? This is the first time that we've had a technical difficulty like this. And this is the first time we're using this tripod for this camera setup. And I was seriously wondering if this was going to happen, but I'm not going to question. I'm not going to question what my husband does. So, because he's pretty good. So, well, that was exciting. Although this is going to be in my way now. This is funny. Okay, guys. Well, I think this calls for a drink, right? Oh no! Now my husband's taking my computer away from me.
Calls for some whiskey.
Yeah, I need something a little stronger, peeps. Okay, sad news we got yesterday with in-person school and learning canceled for the rest of the semester. A lot of you, as I do, have a senior, and while he's not devastated by this, I don't think that he enjoys the lack of structure in the e-learning experience. And hey Sheila, you just missed all the technical snafus of my camera falling over. So I don't think he likes the kind of loosey-goosiness of e-learning, and this is no slight upon teachers who are working really, really hard to make this experience meaningful for students. I mean, I know it is more work for teachers, parents, and students to some degree. And just, the camaraderie of going and seeing your buds every day. I wonder if so I'm short, but I know the top of my head is being cut off. But I don't want to step away from the camera again. So you're just going to have to roll with me missing part of my head. But anyway, I was thinking about, Aiden's my last in high school, my third Hudson High School graduate. Oh, look, if I step back, you can see all my head. So this is it. This is the caboose, and no, he's part of the 13-year club. He's been through school the whole way here in Hudson, and I don't get to take his baby picture to school for the wall for everybody to guess who's who, and it's hard for the kids, and I had virtual book club last night, and there were several people who had either high school seniors or college seniors, and it's just kind of like there's no closure. It's just kind of like we're all out in outer space, nothing has a proper closure. Jeff Wells says, you need to pay your IT staff more. Chris says, whoops. Gina says, thank you for the tip on Costco shopping. Just don't tell everybody. So, that's just something that, and I think that some people who are uber social in high school might be really experience some pain in a real, obvious, evident way. And I think some people, it's just going to hit them later, or it's maybe hit them and they don't even realize. Please don't cry. Hey, Barb. Cry for my son, or cry for my technical difficulties. I almost did this as a public post instead of just friends. And I guess I need to work out some of these technical glitches before I make it public. I thought I'd share my talents with the world. But anyway, we'll work on that. So let's have another drink. What did I say? Snow. No snow. 5:50 and no snow, but you may have a drink. What are you guys drinking? Are you guys not drinking? Oh, Gina says she's drinking one of Dan's silly energy drinks. So Gina and her husband and I used to work together, and I do think I remember Dan drinking energy drinks. I do remember that. I think I generally have enough energy, so I kind of stay away from them. So did you guys watch that One World? Yeah, Stephanie. Stephanie has seen her as well. Did you guys watch that One World concert over the weekend? That was pretty fun, interesting, lots of great talent. Cool to see everybody just in there. Bill's drinking water, cheers. I have water too. In my Colorado glass. That was a nice present from some friends at church, actually. And I can't get too tipsy on this Tipsy Tuesday because I have a Zoom church board meeting later at 7. So I'm just walking a straight line a little bit. Jeff, what are you drinking, by the way? Yes? Yes. Oh, yes, about seniors maybe? I don't know. It's sad. So that concert was pretty good, that show concert, I heard through Zoom Book Club last night that they actually started at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which I didn't know. I think I tuned in like at 8. So, hey Susan. So that was a really neat event, I thought. And Erica is on here, and I'm not sure if anybody else who's involved, but Masks Gone Viral group is really super fun. Jeff's drinking wine. No further details. Stones look good. Oh my gosh, the Rolling Stones. Okay. Keith Richards though, man. Keith Richards. That's all I can say. Keith Richards. But I thought Mick looked really, really good. And I loved the whole drum thing that wasn't on drums. That was pretty cool. So let's take a look. We do have, look, my IT, he got the pan cam back up too. The thing is, you cannot, look at that, it's so colorful. You cannot have this big arm pan cam on top of a tripod, on top of a camera. It just doesn't work. But anyway, lesson learned. Dave Smith, he's a little late. Drinking Bud Light. I would expect no less, Dave, but thank you for joining us and cheers. The drinking game word is snow. We're looking for snow. No snow yet, even though it's been 5 times today. Dave, you missed like the technical difficulties of the 2 cameras collapsing. That was pretty fun. So that's why some of my head is cut off. I'm not going to go adjust it further. So, okay, so masks gone viral. Erica, how many masks? Over 3,000 were done by this group. Awesome. masks for different hospitals and medical facilities. So amazing. I don't sew. So, hey Louie, so I cut elastic. And you know what? It takes a village. Every little bit helps. My talent is measuring 7 inches and cutting, apparently. One of these days, I will learn how to sew. So Dave and Louie, hey Louie, do you remember, you might not know because you probably did wood shop, but I was trying to think of the home ec teacher's name at Revere. Okay, masks are done now though. Good, okay. Well, it was woman's work. It was so intense and amazing that, what was it? Like really basically 2 weeks, right? Hospitals from Canton to Akron to Cleveland, plus Hudson Safety Forces. Oh, over 5,000. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I was thinking 3. So impressive, so impressive. So another really wonderful thing that people I know are doing. I posted on my business page about my friend who's on East Streetsboro Street who has free cards, and they have stamped envelopes along with them, and you tootle up onto her front porch and you grab a card and you can send it to anybody you think needs their day brightened. And I sent mine last week, and then I have another friend, and I'll find out what her need is. She's also in the village, and she gave me a few names of Laurel Lake residents. First names only, for privacy reasons, but I wrote note cards to them and dropped them off at my friend's house, and she delivers a bunch at a time to Laurel Lake. And I mean, if you can imagine being in assisted care, not really being able to, you can't dine with anybody, the dining rooms aren't open, you can't receive visitors. It's very lonely. I mean, I'm stuck in a house with 3 introverts, but at least we're stuck together, and I can prod them to spend time with me, or force them, coerce them, whatever, to spend time with me as needed. I can't imagine like going through this, maybe not feeling great, maybe being a little fragile, and being alone. I mean, doing anything alone is not fun, except I guess meditating. But Dave doesn't remember the shop teacher's name. I almost remember his name, Ryback, right? Gary Ryback, right? He was tall and blonde, and I'm trying to remember the home ec teacher's name. Anyway, obviously, I didn't. Louie, you can come over for dinner when things are done. So Amadeo, hey, you like the music. So did you notice that on the screen you can see the tune name? It's just below the pan can, and it's iTunes music, and I think we're on alternative. I was trying to do another channel, another jam, but I kept hearing bad words, and I thought that might not be the best idea. Hey Nords, how are you? Cheers. Let's check. The drinking game word is snow. No snow. What? I don't know. Nope. Oh my gosh, it's snowing. There are a few random flakes. Can I just say WTF? Tommy is my brother from another mother. We have the same exact birthday, I think. Same day, but I also think same year. And he is an amazing winery owner, operator. And he's got the cutest kids, and they love like racing, cars, motorcycles. Well, I mean, obviously they're not old enough to officially do that, but yeah, very, very cool. You may know Thomas Fogarty Wines. I don't mean to embarrass you, Tommy. I saw you come on, so I'm not trying to call you out and embarrass you, but try his wines. They're amazing. Especially Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, but please comment. I might need to turn this down. Let's check the pan cam. Oh yeah, looking good. It's developing. So honestly, I think I'm gonna take the lid off. We're almost at 30 minutes. I'm gonna let this develop a little bit more, and honestly, the last thing I do is take the bay leaves out, take the rinds out. Now I have to remember, I have like 4 pieces of rind. And then put my chopped basil and parsley in. So here we go. Here's spring in a bowl. Even though it's not out there, but it's here. This is spring. It's spring. It's coming. It's coming. So, okay, let's see. Vote by mail. If you have not voted, you know the only way that you can vote is by absentee ballot in the primary. So that, and also just FYI, I have actually for the first time ever 4 people in this house over the age of 18. So we've got 4 voters in this house, and I was able to send off, hey Cheryl, I was able to send off my request, put them all in one envelope. So I didn't have to mail a separate request for everybody in the house. So, hey Andra, good to see you. How are you guys doing? Speak up and let me know. I'm doing well. I'm going a little bonkers, but I'm surviving, or I am loving this. Like, some people can't think of anything better than kind of being shut away from society. I unfortunately am not that person, but to each his or her own, and that's okay. So what else? Oh my gosh, one of the funniest things that I saw in the last couple days is non-essential worker Barbie. So you gotta Google this, okay? So growing up, I just adored Barbie. She was just the ultimate, and I had all these Barbies. Hey Betsy, all the way from California. But I messed around with my Barbie. Like, I would shove like needles in her ear and pierce her ears, and sometimes I would give her haircuts. And so Barbie kind of looked rad sometimes, but Barbie is beautiful. And yes, Louie came up with ding, 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 Mrs. Rumbaugh. And, oh, Mrs. Bahana. I don't know. It could be Mrs. Rumbaugh, it could be Mrs. Bahana, but Rumbaugh really, really, yeah. Oh, Eastview, that's who I'm thinking of. Yep. Thank you, Phil Austin. You saved the day. What? Because I only took 1 year of home ec, or 1 semester, whatever. Probably the very minimum that you're allowed to take is what I took, and it was at Eastview, now called Revere Middle School. Myers and Sable. Dave, I wonder though, maybe I'm thinking of shop teachers at Eastview Middle School. I thought it was Mr. Ryback, maybe. And didn't he, wasn't he a basketball coach too? He was so super tall. So anyway, yeah, I clearly did not take enough home ec. But I remember, so I went to, this is middle school when I was in home ec. So it was it was like 36 or 37 years ago. And microwaves just came out. And that was part of our home ec class, was we got to make a microwave cake. And that was super cool. So anyway, but, so yeah, non-essential worker Barbie. She's got a t-shirt and it says wine time. Hey Heidi. Her t-shirt says wine time, and she's kind of like in her slouchy clothes, and she's got a bottle of wine, and her hair is like all messed up, like she hasn't washed or combed it in a while. And I haven't seen this may not even exist. It may just be a Photoshop creation, but I think she's got like wine stains or food stains or something on her face. But Google search this non-essential worker Barbie. It is the funniest thing. Hey Erica. So anyway, this is kind of, I feel like maybe I need to expand Tipsy Tuesday for a little bit longer than half an hour. I generally plan half an hour, but I do have a meeting at 7 that I have to go to, so I'm not just BSing you. I can't stay on forever, but if there's anything that you know, like that people need, so help. But I love the HudsonHelpingHands.org, or forgive me if I got something out of place, but you've seen the signs in people's front yards, and they're available to be a resource, like picking up groceries or medication or whatever. Well, hopefully they could pick up medication. I'm not sure if they can do that, but I could do some stand-ups. Well, thank you very much. So there's that, but also like, and there are great resources too. Hudson Ohio Roundtable. Even if you're not from Hudson, I know there are lots of resources online. Facebook has all these groups, which kind of can drive you bonkers too. Hey, Lisa. Kind of can drive you bonkers too, because there's a lot of commentary that's probably somewhat inflammatory or somewhat unnecessary, but I believe in freedom of speech. Don't get me wrong. But just like things that you might be looking for that you can't find, like I would love it if somebody could tell me where I could get some Clorox wipes, because I can't find any now for 2 or 3 weeks. So there's that. I know like toilet paper seems to be okay. I'm back in stock. Paper towels. Somebody was looking for paper towels the other day. Gwendolyn Elizabeth in Hudson has really yummy smelling hand sanitizer. So it's not just that alcohol smelling stuff. So check them out for that. I think they also have a limited number of masks for sale too. Louie, I'm gonna have to think about dessert. We might not be having, wait a second. So my middle son's girlfriend made him a pie. Look at that lovely lattice work. And it's funny, it's like split personality pie. It's half strawberry, half blueberry, on purpose. I mean, I don't think it's accidental. And yes, it has been taste tested by my son. So Nancy says that Giant Eagle and Twinsburg had Clorox wipes last week. That's good. And I actually did hear that, I'm gonna put this over here. I did hear that Costco had some the other day. Can I just say, I really like the Scentiva. Can I be uber picky during a pandemic? I love the Scentiva. Otherwise, I like the lemon citrus, but I love the Scentiva with the coconut. So, Lisa, I'm listening to alternative iTunes. So now, I think we're on a delay. So right now it's The Cure, Boys Don't Cry. But yes, we did, what was that Smiths song? Yeah, it was the Smiths. So Barb wants to know who has hand sanitizer and masks. Oh, Gwendolyn Elizabeth is the name of the shop. So it's like 2 girls' names. And so Barb, you're familiar with Hudson. It's in the, so there are outbuildings in front of the Acme Plaza. It's in one of those, like towards 303. So, oh, Lisa, yeah, I know. Like it's pretty small. The song names down under the pan cam. Yes, Erica, I made hand sanitizer too with alcohol and aloe vera gel and essential oil. I gotta add some more essential oil though, because the alcohol it was really, really strong. Like it wasn't, I know hand sanitizer isn't supposed to be like perfume or lotion, but Giant Eagle in Richfield had hand sanitizer. Okay, that is good. Nancy approves of the music. Wow. Trivia. Did you know The Cure's Robert Smith is 61 years old today? Oh my gosh. Now, that blows my mind. Because I'm in my 50s, but dang, I didn't know that Robert Smith was like that much older than me. No slam on Robert Smith. I think he's still rocking it out, right? And he's still wearing the lipstick and the eye stuff. And wow, okay. Erica's smells okay. Raven Sarah instead of tea tree oil. Okay. So, love will tear us apart. Joy Division. So when we were getting ready to go on, we had new order, which was feeling a little groovy. So this, I'm not going to let this cook anymore because I think it's developed and it's ready for the finishing touches. And so all that's left to do, oh, it smells cheesy. Okay, that's really good. Cheesy in a good way. Well, not that there's anything bad with cheese, but. So we're taking the bay leaves out and the cheese rinds out, and then we're going to put our herbs in. So that is it. What do you guys got? Anything? You got anything for me? Sorry for those of you who were on earlier and the cameras fell over. Sorry about that. Thanks for putting up with our snafu technical difficulties, but we're all in this together, right? So, okay. I feel pretty strongly about this. I really do feel like there's a lot that we don't know, and even when things kind of start to open up a little bit, we really need to be mindful of each other and still practice this. Look, how strange is it to be wearing a mask in a store or in a bank, right? And, the thing is, we all like to smile at each other, and you can't tell what somebody's doing under a mask. So I do find, that a very strange thing, but look, we don't want to get back to where we have to do this all over again because we've messed up. Our actions all affect everyone else. And so just when we do start to get back to a new, not normal, but more normal way of living, just please be good to each other, be mindful of each other, respectful of each other. You never know what's going on in someone's life. We are all having a really challenging time right now. And Jeff said that Prince died. Prince died how many years ago? Wait, I gotta X out. 2016. Is that all? 4 years ago. Wow. I remember when he died, I was on my way to church, to a meeting at church, much like I am later tonight, just not going to church. Wow. I felt like it was more than 4 years ago. But thank you Jeff is full of trivia today. So I've been asked to try to organize a wine tasting, a virtual wine tasting. I don't know whether it'll be Zoom or whether it'll be Facebook Live, but and that is in the works. We are working on something like that. And you can join. You don't have to drink wine, but we're going to try to support a local business by sending you to buy the wine there and make sure that they have it in stock. So, hey Jen, it's okay. You're here, so the party is here also. So, just so you know, I do kind of try to keep in between the time of 5:30 and 6, just because, like I said, I've got a meeting to go to later on Zoom. But come as you are, come cook with me, don't cook with me, come get ideas, come drink with me. I'm drinking my wine. Oh no, my cup is hot. Hey Tracy. So, I think that's it. I think that's what we have. But yeah, so Tracy is somebody who I would be working with and for to do a virtual wine tasting. And we're organizing it through Host and Neighbors Social Club, but we might, I don't know, we might have to expand a little broader or do a couple of them, and we'll just see how it goes. So anyway, virtual kisses and hugs. Thank you so much. I don't get to see all the comments. I try to scroll and see the comments and talk to you as they come in, but I try to go back afterwards and respond and comment. So I will do that. So as always, let me know if there's anything that you need someone to be a resource for. You know, if we can help you find something that you're looking for, if you know somebody who's kind of shut in and needs help getting something, anything, just reach out, comment, message. Stay safe and healthy to you too, Jeff. And I will see you on the next Tipsy Tuesday. I'll try to post a recipe by the weekend so you can shop and cook along if you like, or no pressure, you can just do this later. Now you have another idea for later this week, because cooking can be such a stressful thing. Do you think this would also be good with barley? Absolutely. And I have some gluten-free noodles I might throw in there. The thing is, I have to keep them separate and kind of combine them right before serving, because we don't want the noodles to absorb all the liquid in the soup. So if you kind of keep them separate, yeah, you can definitely, or rice, you can do it a lot of different ways. So, and you could even, if you don't want to do veggie, you could put some shredded chicken or something like that in there. So anyway, so good to have this banter with you every Tuesday. And like I said, just be mindful, be safe, stay well. I worry about you all. I worry about us all. So take care, and I will see you next week. Bye.